Want to know what sucks? Waking up from a dream that you was just on the streets and you're still incarcerated. When you finally snap back into reality like, damn, I'm still here. It would blow your mind though on how many certain things feel too good to be true while your ass is incarcerated.
Haha, I'm the best. Finna be this way till I EOS. Take it how you want, nigga. Yeah, I'm a pro. Fuck around and bust your lot while you're at Vizzo. I hate to be this way, but I live for the moment. Waking up every day, show me an opponent. Shanks on deck, hitting bitch with locks. So much pool, I can even start you from the box. You don't wanna pay rent, got me bent. Got lax on deck, your money was well spent. Vultures on the prowl, so don't try testing. Step 2 comes violent, first steps finessing. You a hold down man, suitcase this. My cell phone, I'm a charger, don't walk with a limp. Get it knocked off or missing, you gon' get it. Next time I see your ass, you gon' leave airlift.
What's up, everybody? You already know, man. Kfrogtv back in the building. Y'all go ahead and do me that solid favor. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button, and make sure you hit the notification bell so you can see it first. Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be talking about certain things that feel too good to be true when you're incarcerated. You understand? Now, like I said in the intro, it sucks when you're in there. Even when you're having fun, it still sucks that you're incarcerated. You understand? Just the more and more things you do, keep your mind off of how slow that time is actually going. Straight up. The more you're occupied, the less you realize how slow that shit counting down. It's still counting down though, but slowly. But it feels like it's speeding up and going by fast due to the less that you got your mind on it. Okay, now, I know everyone's had them dreams before, you know, to where you feel like you're on the streets, you feel like you're out, back enjoying life, back in society and everything, while you're in the middle of serving a bid, you know, and them dreams be feeling so real. And then you wake up, maybe a door was slammed or someone flushed the toilet. Maybe you hear the officer's keys, whatever it may be, you know, and you're like, damn, I'm back into this shit. That dream felt so good. I was on the streets and had my freedom for just that split second, right? Now, when you get released and you're about to go home, that is one of them things that feel too good to be true. Every single time I got locked up, all the way from a juvenile to my last bid as an adult in prison, every time felt too good to be true. You got so many things going on in your mind. Your mind's constantly going, constantly. And then if you live the type of lifestyle that I lived before I went to prison, you know, you never know, is it true? They're not going to trick me. I'm not falling for it until I'm out the gate. Literally, that's what went through my mind. Is something else going to pop up? Am I going to get an ad charge? Am I going to have a hold on me for some charges of things that I got away with a long time ago? These are the certain things that would go through my mind while I'm sitting there and processing, waiting to be, you know, processed out. You don't think about it when you're getting processed in. You see what I'm saying? Because you'll know your charges. You get what I'm saying? You know what they're giving you. When you get sentenced to time in prison, you know what your date is. You know when you're going home. So you've been doing your bid the whole time, looking forward to that exact date that is on that paper. If you got your date pushed closer due to game time and good days, or if you got your shit pushed back due to losing game time, either way, your mind is set on that one date. So when you're actually going home, I don't know about you, but for me, it felt too good to be true. I couldn't believe I knocked this time out. I couldn't believe that just here in a short moment, I'm going to be outside that gate and I'm going to be free. Even if you got probation when you get out, or CRD or parole or whatever it is, some type of, you know, observation still on you to where they're still, you know, trailing you and being on your trail about things that you're doing when you first get out, you know, still monitoring you on whatever on your day-to-day life when you first are released. It still feels unreal that you're actually free. You're actually outside of the prison. You understand? Now, a lot of people get put in work release. They get put in work camps and stuff that allows them to actually go outside the gate. So it wouldn't be that much of a, you know, it ain't that much of a relief that they're outside the gate because they went outside the gate working all the time. You know, yeah, they're free. You know, of course, it's excitement. It's a celebration. But they've already been getting the same love that they would get if you got released regularly. They already been getting that same love from people that they know due to them just being in work release, being inside of a work camp. You know what I'm saying? They've still been in more communication with people than others inside the gate. You see what I'm saying? So it's a different feeling. But when you're someone like me that never went outside that gate, literally years later, bam, you're stepping outside of a gate. You know, it's just so unreal that you never know if you're gonna actually be released. It feels like a dream. It feels like it's fake, like it's a setup, like they're gonna wait till you get near the gate and start laughing at you, and instead of cuffing you, bring you to confinement or transport you somewhere else where you got new charges pending. That's the type of shit, you know, that can happen. It has happened to people. I've seen people think they're going home and get put in that paddy wagon thinking they're getting brought to the train station or the Greyhound station and get taken straight to the county jail. Now they're getting extradited back to their county to where they have a hold on them and they got to go through these charges that are sitting there pending. They just waited till you finish this bid to actually, you know, scoop you up with them. You know? So it always feels too good to be true, all right? Not just being released from prison feels too good to be true. Things that are inside of prison as well sometimes feel too good to be true. Perfect example. You get in an altercation, all right? I'm not going to go into detailed about it, but you get in an altercation, someone gets stabbed behind it. So you find yourself placed in confinement under investigation. Speaking from experience, you know, they took you in there under investigation because you got blood on your shirt or you got some blood on the heels of your shoes, you know. Next thing you know, you're sitting back there, you're like, damn, they got me, bro. You feel me? I got his blood on me. You know, they took my shirt from me with his blood was on there. Different shit like that. But I'm not saying nothing. I'm not going to tell on myself, you know. So it's in the officer's hands, right? Next thing you know, you get released from confinement. They don't have no proof that you actually wet the person up or anything, that you were even involved. You could have just walked by and stepped in that blood, you know, straight up. The blood landed on your shirt, but you could have just been close to the stabbing. You getting back out on that compound, you getting out of confinement where no one told, okay, is a feeling that feels too good to be true. Because in prison, a lot of people don't mind their business, you know. So if you get away with it to where the guards, you know, don't see it or know what happened, or the cameras that they now have down here in Florida ain't catch it on film and actually see you do what you were doing. Say you caught the person in a blind spot, you know, a blind spot, and it just happened to go down right then and there, you know, and you just reacted, did what you needed to do, you feel me, and got missing from over there. The one thing that you got to worry about is inmates, because inmates tell. They love helping the officers do their job for some reason. Not all inmates live by the code of a convict. Some want to tell. So when you think you got away with something, you never know. You could be sitting there in an investigation. You know, you're sitting inside this cell in confinement, pending under an investigation. That means that you have no DR, no write-ups. You're just sitting back there doing dead time until they figure out what they're going to do with you, until the investigation is closed. In the meantime, they're picking people's brains out there. You know, they're trying to see if anybody heard anything, if anybody's seen anything, you know, stuff like that. And a lot of times, by the time a week or two go by of you being back there under an investigation, someone spills the beans. You get what I'm saying? Some type of inmate's gonna say what they seen, what happened, and them officers are gonna come right back to your door, and it's gonna go either two ways. They're gonna come to your door and tell you you're being released, pack your shit, you're going back on the compound, or they're gonna come back and tell you that they'll be serving you your DR, and they're gonna throw out there what they heard from someone. They're gonna say, yeah, man, we know how you went up to them and you feel me, and you approached them about an argument y'all got into in the school building. So then you seen them on the rec yard, and then you went up to them and you was like, oh, what's all that shit you was talking in the school building, and then it escalated and stuff like that. And then a couple people seen you stab them right before you walked off. What, you thought we didn't have eyes that watch? Next thing you know, bam, they're gonna hit you with the DR. You're gonna be back there pending transfer and all that. See? So a couple times I got released from confinement when I was involved in a bunch of shit, you know. It felt too good to be true at that time. You know what I'm saying? It just felt like this is impossible. Too good to be true. You know, especially if you know people seen you do something, you know. But through the luck of God, the people who seen me do it were real convicts. So they didn't break. They didn't tell nothing. They know how to keep their mouth closed, which is what you're supposed to do. You feel me? That right there is a feeling that I feel like it's too good to be true. Because literally, people don't mind their business, and everything that they end up telling on someone is a consequences and repercussions that come to you. And now that you're in confinement, there's nothing you could do about it. Yeah, you could send a word and try to put a hit on that person and all that shit. But at the same time, you're going to be so hot at the moment. You're going to be the talk of the compound. You know that anything, any word you try to send out, or any kite you try to send, or any runaround that comes around and comes to your door or anything, they're going to be viewing all that. They're going to be on your trail, peeping it, the officers. You get what I'm saying? And a lot of people that put their 2 cents in and get other people in trouble, they deserve more than what happened to the person that got hurt in the first place. That's how I look at it. You know what I'm saying? It's common sense, you know? Mind your business. But if you're one of the people that got in a situation and you didn't actually get bammed by it, literally, it feels too good to be true. You see? Another thing that feels too good to be true, to this day, I feel truly blessed that I made it out of prison. All right? And the reason for that is because when you're in there, you see people getting hit with locks, people getting jumped, people getting buck 50'd. For those that don't know, you get your face ripped open with a razor. Wet up, hit up with bangers, pokers, knives, woos, machetes, all that, okay? And as you're in there, you're seeing all this going down. You're peeping how many people was there when you got there that was literally living like that, like savage lives. You feel me? Like was literally, you know, acting like they finna, you know, hurt people, but would really do it. You peep all them type of people, you know? Then, as the time goes by, you can't help but to notice how many people done been wet up, how many people done been flipped, transferred, you know, how many people were behind the stabbings, or how many they caught doing the stabbings compared to how many were actually stabbed, you know? And then after a while, when you see so many people dropping like flies and getting hurt left and right, you can't help but to sit back, especially if you're one of them people that are always in the mix. Like I was always in the mix when I was in there, okay? All my homeboys were affiliated of all different organizations. So anytime a war broke out between organizations, you know, I had to definitely be on my P's and Q's, because even though I got homeboys in both organizations, you know, the brothers of them homeboys look at me like an op because I'm friends with the other organizations also, you see? So if I'm cool with the Zoes, and I'm cool with the Bloods, and I'm cool with the Crips, and I'm cool with the GDs, you feel me? Due to the face of certain people that are in them organizations, when they get into beef amongst each other, the brothers of the person I'm cool with looks at me like I'm on the other side because I got homeboys on the other side. And that's just how it goes, you feel me? And a lot of people mess up and get themselves hurt because when they find themselves in the mix like that, they go to gossiping back and forth. They go to definitely playing both sides. You understand? I'm cool with both sides, but I play my own. You see? I know to stay out of it when shit like that goes down. Now, if someone came at me or whatever and got me involved, it would be me and them, you know, it'd be me and them that get into it. If I'm with my homeboy that's a gang member and I'm with another homeboy that's a gang member and they start getting into shit and then they brothers come and one of their brothers come at me sideways or crooked or try to, you just gave me the invitation to this beef now. But I'm still not going to disrespect your organization due to my dog that's your brother. But I am going to accept that invite to me and you beefing, and straight up. And then your other brother's going to know. And then the one brother you're cool, that I'm cool with, is going to make it to where I get me a head up fade. You feel me? You disrespected me, came at me. Now I'm going to make it known this ain't no beef towards your organization. But you tried me, bitch. You might as well catch that wall straight up before I crash you. I'm going to let you know right now I'm going to crash you if you don't tighten me up. You see? And it leads to stuff like that. But after a while, when you see so many people getting flipped and hurt and all that, it feels too good to be true when you haven't been flipped yourself. You get what I'm saying? Because literally, it's like out of all these people, a lot of good dudes too, you know, not just all people that deserved it. There's some good dudes that be, you know, innocent bystanders caught in the wrong place at the wrong time. People send hits and the wrong person gets hit. You know, it does happen. So when you sit back and you observe this shit, and I used to observe it all the time, I'd put my MP on, just sit back and listen to music and shit, and just observe, like look around the dorm. And I used to peep game. I'd see people who were once cool with other people that got wet up that are gone. You know, and it would just open up my little book of memories and make me think like, I'm getting through it, you know what I'm saying? I'm lucky that I'm still here, you feel me? It feels too good to be true, literally. Because I done been in some situations and some dangerous acts to where it's like, out of all these other dudes that I seen get flipped, ones that were putting in work way more than I was, ones that was, you know, constantly wetting people up, constantly, you know, being savages, you know, gorillas and shit, seeing them get taken from around there, I'm like, I know someone can get me taken from around here. It's common sense. Anybody get wet up, boy, your ass got to go to medical, you know? I mean, I know you don't want to go to medical because it's like a check-in, but if your ass got your guts hanging out and you're hanging on to it by your arms, you know, you're going to have to go there, you feel me? So it can happen to anybody, you know? And it used to feel too good to be true that every time I lose a couple soldiers, I was still one of the standing ones. Like I said, I was cool with different organizations. So it could be 10 of them, I'm cool with 4 of them and 4 of them. Next thing you know, out of them 10 and them 10, a war goes down, shit breaks, you know, goes through the roof, and then I lose 3 homeboys. Now I only got 1 from that organization that I'm cool with. The other ones know who I am, but they're not really my dogs. I lost them 3, you feel me? Lost 2 on that side. That's 5 of my homeboys that got wet up during the beef. And here I am, I'm in the middle. I'm the mutual friend between the 2 organizations. You see? And I'm like, damn, these dudes got wet and all this shit went down. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, it was a respect thing. Because like I said, if I was disrespected by someone, we gonna fight. You know, if it's gotta lead to knife play, it will. You know, but of course I'm not gonna try to bring knife play towards you at first because you're a gang member and I respect your organization. Now, out of respect, if I can't get a one-on-one with you, you know, and if your gang is fully against me, then it's free game, you know? Then that's like, shit, I'm gonna have to use my knife because y'all are giving me the impression that y'all would use yours, you know? And me not getting flipped while I was in there, by, you know, by all the different wars and shit that went down, that right there it's a good feeling. And I used to sit back and observe and like, damn, dog, I can't believe I'm still here, you feel me? But not one time has anyone like threatened me. You get what I'm saying? Like, it ain't like people would threaten to flip me and then I would just be quiet and that's how I made it through. Definitely not. Anyone that ever wanted to flip me, I never knew about. Because if I knew you wanted to flip me, we would have had to get to the bottom of it right then and there. You see what I'm saying? It ain't like someone could walk around and be like, oh yeah, bro, I'd flip you, but such and such spared you. Or you lucky about such and such, or I'd flip you. It don't work like that with me. You feel me? You know, and it don't work like that with a lot of people. That's like someone threatening you, you know, straight up just saying, oh, boy, you could say whatever you want about me, you know, after the fact. You know, you could tell me, oh, I ain't gonna lie, bitch, I wanted to flip you 5 years ago. And I'm still gonna be like, when? You feel me? You can't talk about it like I knew you wanted to flip me or something. You get what I'm saying? Because that shit's just for the birds, you know? Shit would have had to went down right there. One of us would have been flipped. You would have had to flip me, or I was going to flip you for even saying that, you know? So when I sit back and I look at it, I'd be like, damn, dog, I can't lie, bro. You know, it feels too good to be true. You know, lost all these soldiers while I was in here, and look at me now. For real. See, when you're incarcerated, you know, 9 out of 10 things that come your way are negative. It's very, very rare that you're going to get something on the positive side while you were locked up, you know? And the difference between me and a lot of other people is that 1 other % out of the 10, that one little rare positive % was me. See? So everywhere I went, I was the % of the goodness. I was the happiness, the positivity. You feel me? But don't get it twisted, though. I got a turn-on switch. You know, when that switch turns on, boy, and I see red, you know what I'm saying? I'm a totally different person. You see what I'm saying? You got to look at it. Before I went to prison and shit, I used to drink a lot, smoke weed. You know what I'm saying? I was out here in the streets thugging it, selling dope, trapping. I know it all. You get what I'm saying? Literally. Done fuck escorts, been to strip clubs, fuck strippers, all that, bro. Like, I've been through everything you can think of. Dope spots, bro. I used to trap, hustle, robberies, burglary. When I was younger, I was totally different. Me going to prison, I was the same way in there. Same way. And decided to come home after thinking and change my ways. You see? Going to prison didn't change my ways because I was the same in prison. You feel me? Literally. Now I'm just cool, calm, and collective. I sit back. You know what I'm saying? Because everything that a lot of people think's cool now and that they think is savage now and that's hard now, I've been did that shit before I went to prison. And anyone from my neighborhood would tell you, yeah, Frog been on that. Frog been on that. Literally, I have. So I always know what I'm capable of. You get what I'm saying? But when I was in prison, as well as the county jail and my juvenile programs, I was always that one that'll bring laughter. You know, I'll be that one good positive thing is gonna be Frog. I'm that one celly you got that gonna clown and shit, even in bad situations. I'm not gonna change my character at all. I'm gonna be in that bitch laughing. Whether one of ours gets stabbed or one of theirs gets stabbed, I'm gonna be in that bitch like, you see that boy? That boy tried to take me out the game, though, and he hit fucking what's his name with it, bro. He didn't get me though, you feel me? Like, I've always been that person like that, you know? So when you see me go from this to like that, and I'm just dead ass, like, not playing around, no play, like dead ass ready to spaz out and snap, people know it came from somewhere, you see? For real. Literally. Because I don't just get mad easily, you see? But if someone comes and disrespects me, bitch, I'll grid you and laugh and all. And we can laugh about the fight and everything after that. Dap up and all. I don't hold nothing against them, but they'll hold it against me. Just like they say, oh, friendly fade. Me and my dog were talking about this shit yesterday. Talking about, oh, when I was finna fight one of my other homeboys in the hood and he wanted a friendly fade. And my other dog was like, bitch, I'm trying to spare you because Frog ain't finna fight you friendly. That friendly fade shit don't fly down here with us. I mean, and I'll tell him, I mean, we could bump and be cool after. That's what I tell him. That don't mean I'm going to fight you like you my friend and I'm going to go easy on you because I'm letting you go hard on me. You feel me? But I'll tell him, I mean, you want a friendly fade, we could bump and be cool after. That's what I tell him. But a lot of times, it don't go like that. Because after the fade, after I done hurt you, done hit your ass in the head with a brick 5 times, stomped you, and try to, you know, literally take you up through there like I do a op, you ain't going to want to be cool with me after that. You understand? Makes sense? For real. That's why when you find yourself in situations and you one of the cool dudes and you one of the ones that are cool, calm, collective, you know what I'm saying? Other people are supposed to observe, well, there's a reason behind this. Because normally he's laughing. Normally he's cool, he's play, you know what I'm saying? He's just vibing. And as long as when you're incarcerated, if you don't take that from yourself, no one can. You know how they say, do the time, don't let the time do you? When you find your ass incarcerated, man, keep that shit up here, man. Be in your mind. Literally, be in there, but be observant, obviously. But you pay attention to everything that's going on and all that shit. But don't walk around miserable. It is what it is. You got time, knock that shit out. You know what you signed up for. That's what comes with thugging it. That's how I used to look at it. And instead of me looking at it like, damn, they gave me 5 years, I looked at it like I took 5 years. Because I did. I literally took 5. Instead of going to get 25, 30. I took 5 years. So instead of me feeling like, man, I caught 5, instead of, bitch, I caught it and then I took it from them. So I walked around like shit, you know what I'm saying? For real. And never underestimate anybody. And never, ever forget how blessed you are to still be here after you've been locked up. After you've been up that road. Because I said this plenty of times. Some people can go up that road for 20 years and come home. And then some people can go up that road for a year and a day and not make it. For real. But anyways, y'all, I'm going to wrap this video on up. I just wanted to let y'all know some of the things that feel too good to be true. Straight up. Y'all think about it. Look at this channel. I had to go to prison just for this YouTube channel to strike up. That ain't crazy? That ain't something that feels too good to be true? Like, I'm being rewarded after going to prison for committing crimes and from being accused and sentenced in the state of Florida. That right there is something that feels too good to be true. Does it or does it not? To me it does. Because how many people you think been to prison long way before old Kfrog? People been going to prison for decades, for centuries. You see? So here I go, boom. Book them, picture, get them up out of here, buzz them, all that. Go to the chain gang, fucking record videos, not thinking anything about it. You know, just think of it, I'm gonna make Kfrogtv on the streets. I'm gonna make it keep going while I'm up the road. Fuck around, boom, 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 boom. Now look, you see? This channel sometimes feels too good to be true. And I'm truly blessed about it. But anyways, man, y'all make sure y'all hit that like button on the way out if you ain't hit it on the way in. I appreciate y'all watching. I want to let y'all know, hands down, 2022 is coming. We got a couple days left in this year alone. 2022, I'm going to have some major changes to this channel, y'all. Y'all sit tight. Be ready for it. You feel me? Y'all going to love it. But anyways, man, y'all already know, keep them rat squares, clowns, chomos, pedos, gunners, fucking wannabe gangbangers, wannabe island boys, them super clowns that pick faces, all that shit, keep them out your circle. Until next time, it's the one and only Frog.